First at 4, breaking news, a comedian's dramatic confession. What Louis C.K. is saying today about shocking claims of sexual misconduct. Detroit police surround a home thinking there's a woman with a gun inside. What led to this dramatic situation and the surprise ending? Ben?
Sandra, repeat performance. We tied a record this morning and we could do it all over again by the time we wake up tomorrow. Paula?
Hey, Ben, so what do you do in this bitterly cold weekend when you're homeless and have nowhere to go? If you're Brian, you try to commit a petty crime so you can go to jail, where it's warm and you have food. But we are here, where he has a change of plans and an intervention. These stories and much more happening right now on Local 4 First at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sandra Ali in for Karen Drew. First at 4 today. Don't let that sunshine fool you. Winter is moving in for the weekend. We're used to shivering through the cold, but we actually tied a record today set back in 1913. Let's go ahead and check in with Ben Bailey. Ben, it is cold out there.
It really is, Sandra. It's our first taste of winter, even though we're still in autumn. But 19 is where we got to this morning. As you mentioned, everybody was in the teens, and these numbers may be the identical ones that we see when we wake up tomorrow morning, which also the record tomorrow morning is 19. Here's where we sit right now, 29 at Metro. We did make it to 30 degrees with mid-20s generally in the rest of the area. But as far as what's to come tonight, well, those temperatures are going to be falling just to about 22 here by midnight. We'll start out mostly clear and add some clouds, and we are not going to be completely dry over the weekend. Coming up, we'll take a look at your 4-zone forecast, and also you can get the 10-day outlook right on your phone by searching for our Local Forecasters app. Download it for free in your app store. Sandra?
Now to that breaking news from an award-winning comedian today. Louis C.K. became the first major celebrity to take on full responsibility for allegations of sexual misconduct. In a dramatic confession, he says the claims against him are true. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom now with a statement that he just released, in fact. Kimberly?
Yeah, hi, Sandra. Good afternoon. Just about 24 hours ago or so, 5 women accused Louis C.K. of sexual misconduct in a New York Times report. He says that he exposed and fondled himself in front of them in several incidents. Now, the comedian issued a lengthy statement this afternoon expressing remorse for what happened. It comes after a movie distributor announced it would not be releasing Louis C.K.'s new movie, I Love You, Daddy. Netflix also announced earlier today it is canceling production on a planned stand-up special. The 50-year-old comic has already been edited out of HBO's upcoming Night of Too Many Stars event, with HBO saying his earlier work would be pulled off all on-demand platforms. The statement he released reads in part, quote, "These stories are true. The power I had over these women is that they admired me, and I wielded that power irresponsibly. I brought pain to my family, my friends, my children, and their mother. I've spent my long and lucky career talking and saying anything I want. I will now step back and take a long time to listen." You can read the entire statement on our website. We've put it there on clickondetroit.com, and we'll have more reaction to this story coming up ahead on Local 4 News at 5. Until then, Sandra, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Also first at 4, accused rapist Floyd Galloway tells prosecutors no deal. Galloway charged with attacking a female jogger in Hines Park back in 2016. A silent Galloway appeared in court today. He could have faced 15 to 35 years in prison if he had taken a plea deal that was offered by prosecutors. But now the case will go to trial, where he could face life in prison. Galloway is also the only person of interest in connection with the disappearance of 28-year-old Danielle Stizlicki. He was a security guard where she worked. A bizarre situation played out in southwest Detroit this morning. Police thought they had a woman with a gun barricaded in a home on Cahalan Street. It all started when a neighbor ran over after her fight with her boyfriend. The homeowner ended up shooting the other woman's boyfriend in the leg. The homeowner actually ran away, so she wasn't inside the house. In a phone call with her mom, she tried to explain what happened.
She just said she had to do what she had to do. The guy had a gun trying to kick her door in.
Her mom was able to convince her to come back home and talk to police. Police tell us they're now investigating. The boyfriend who was shot, we're being told, should make a full recovery. Smoke and flames could be seen here for miles, and now an investigation is underway to determine exactly what caused this massive house fire. This is in Farmington Hills. It happened on Green Meadow Circle near Middle Belt and 12 Mile this morning. Firefighters worked quickly to try to get the flames under control. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but sadly, it appears that home looks to be a total loss. It's a timeout for the fraternities at the University of Michigan amid reports of assault and hazing. All Greek life fraternity activities have now been suspended pending an investigation. The move was made during a Thursday vote by the university's Interfraternity Council. The decision comes after the Michigan Daily reported allegations of sexual misconduct. 30 students, in fact, ended up in the hospital the weekend of the Michigan State football game. A statement released by the IFC reads in part, "We believe social events are a privilege, and we as a community have not earned this privilege at this time." President Trump continues to mix dinner with diplomacy at a summit in Vietnam. He joined several other heads of state at the 21-member Asia-Pacific Economic Forum, APEC for short. The dinner followed another shift in the president's approach to international relations. After days of mingling with Asian allies, the president spoke about how he's putting America first and how he feels each country should do the same. Meantime, First Lady Melania Trump spent an extra day in China seeing some of the country's amazing sights like this one here, pandas at the Beijing Zoo. U.S. officials say the First Lady had a private meeting with the zoo's star panda, Gugu, and even got to feed Gugu. She also toured China's famous Great Wall before heading back to the U.S. Right now, she is making a stop in Alaska. As the winter freeze moves in, Metro Detroit's homeless population starts to get desperate for food and shelter. Today, our Paula Tutman found a man who was about to take drastic measures, but instead, he found a place in Macomb County that's helping many other people just like him. She's live in Roseville tonight with the story. Paula?
Hey, Sandra. So this very well could be one of the greatest organizations you've never heard of. Macomb County Rotating Emergency Shelter Team. The acronym is MCREST. Now, there are only 2 overnight permanent shelters in Macomb County that operate like this one. One of them is closed down until January because of some building problems. This is the only organization right now that can tend to as many as 1,800 homeless in Macomb County. On a bitterly cold day like today, every inch, every foot, every yard of pavement is painful for Brian.
It takes my breath away sometimes.
And this afternoon, every hard mile of his life is amplified by the fact that winter has arrived and he is homeless.
I cannot sleep outside. I have a bad heart.
Last night, he lied about chest pains to stay at a hospital for warmth and food.
And they ran all these tests on me for like 5 hours. And then they figured it out.
When he got booted out, he looked around for a petty crime to commit to get arrested.
I actually thought about doing something stupid and just get caught stealing, just so I have somewhere. I can't sleep in this weather, it'll kill me.
But he lucked out instead of getting locked up. He found McRest of Macomb County after a chance encounter.
Okay, you can have a seat.
The lobby is filled with Brian's and Jackie's and Connie's.
Ever since I was born, I was put in a foster home. My mom didn't want me. She just told me she wished I wasn't born.
All get here for different reasons. Where would you be if you didn't have McRest?
In my car.
There are laundry services, a children's sanctuary, guidance and resources, food and warmth.
My name is Judy. I'm one of the case managers here.
They stay in our program for 3 months, and in those 3 months, they work with the case managers, and we try to work with the problem.
Someone else stumbled in today, a local pastor who also heard of the judgment-free, loving, tender kindness given here.
Glad you came in today. Thank you.
We were looking for a place where we can be a blessing to the homeless.
The shelter utilizes the services of 75 local churches that commit floor space for the homeless, a week at a time. Today, the church in rotation is booked solid. So McRest will dig deep in their pockets to pay for a hotel room for Brian until floor space is available.
That one critical moment of your life, it's just one moment. If when something happens to you, someone is not there to give you that helping hand, you're only going to go down.
McRest sent you over?
Yes.
When he gets to the hotel room,
oh man,
it is more than he can imagine. For now,
are you kidding? I will sleep well tonight.
He is no longer homeless. You know, Sandra, I spent the day here at MCREST. I toured the facility with my photographer, Joel Diener. We talked to so many of the people who were sitting in the lobby to stay warm and using their services. I am so incredibly impressed with what they are doing. Yes, they do get some grant money. They mostly depend on the kindness of strangers to help strangers who won't be strangers for long. They help them get back on their feet. I'm going to put a link on my Facebook page, Local 4 Paula Tutman, so that you can engage with MCREST. They are worthwhile, particularly when it is this bitterly cold outside. Sandra?
They are doing just great work. Thank you so much, Paula. Still ahead, another sign the Republican Party is backing away from a controversial Senate candidate. We're going to have an update on the Roy Moore sex scandal. Plus, also, this man accused of exposing himself to employees at 2 elementary schools, but it's the way he was captured that's getting attention all across the country. Plus, a grown man's meltdown caught on camera. We're going to show you how out of control this guy was and what happened after the video went viral.
The guy.
First at 4 continues now with stories making headlines across America on this Friday afternoon. And we begin in Alabama. That's where Senate candidate Roy Moore is standing firm and not stepping aside. The Republican denying claims of sexual misconduct with a 14-year-old back in 1979, as reported by the Washington Post. Today, the National Republican Senatorial Committee ended its fundraising agreement with Moore. Before the allegations, he had a double-digit lead in the special election to fill Jeff Sessions' seat. The election set for December 12th. It was a terrifying scene in Ohio. Take a look at this here. This is an old soap factory just completely engulfed in flames. It happened this morning. The factory was in the final stages of demolition after a building nearby was destroyed by fire. That happened last December. Investigators say they're still not exactly sure what caused that fire in Dayton. Moving overseas, we have been telling you about a pollution emergency in New Delhi. Well, things are just getting worse. Indian authorities say people have been forced to wear masks. Visits to emergency rooms have jumped. Experts say the smog there is just so bad, it's like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes every single day. Crop burning, factory emissions, and dust get the blame for making the air just so dangerous. And take a look at this video here from inside a taxi in Japan. The passenger's face, as you can see, it's been covered, but you can see he's having just this violent meltdown. The video has gone viral in Japan. The man kicked the driver's seat repeatedly and then also broke a plastic divider. Eventually, though, he got out of the cab. He did not pay the driver, and then he threw his phone at the car. It turns out the passenger is an attorney in his 30s, and he actually turned himself in after seeing that video. Pretty dramatic video and a pretty dramatic dip in temperatures, because you know this is just, it's been a little brutal.
It has. I mean, I don't think we're going to throw a tantrum over it.
No, maybe some of us will.
Possibly. It's going to be another night pretty much where we ended up this morning. So we're going back to the teens in most spots. And even though we've got a lot of sunshine out there now, we are not completely dry. 4Live radar showing that we do have some lake effect snow flurries coming in off of Lake Huron. So from Port Huron down to the southern end of St. Clair County, right along 96 there, you can see that we're going to be seeing a couple flakes, at least for the next few hours. And then eventually that will shut off tonight. But it's nothing like what they've got going on up north, or what we're seeing up north, I should say. That snow has ended, and most of the state is under at least mostly sunny skies. We do have our share of clouds. In fact, in the when you look back over Belle Isle, you can see the clouds and probably some of the snow that's falling up there to our north. But the further south you get, the snow, the sun is out, and temperatures are 29 degrees. We've got a north wind at 10, so it's putting our wind chill right now at 20 degrees. And we're going to see those wind chills, even though they're going to be a little bit warmer than what we saw last night, still pretty chilly starting out tomorrow morning. So we'll get through the rest of tonight with mainly clear skies in the evening hours. Once we get overnight, we'll start seeing those clouds increase. Looking for a dry start to the weekend on Saturday, but once we get into Saturday night late, we'll start seeing some precipitation develop, and it's going to move through pretty quick. First is a few snowflakes overnight. Maybe it's a little bit of a wintry mix as we get started on Sunday morning, and then eventually ending as rain, but everything should be out of here by about lunchtime on Sunday. So here's how the lows are going to shape up tonight as we start out tomorrow morning. We'll start in our metro zone. And remember, this is where we saw 19 last night. Could see close to that. We'll call it 20 there at Romulus, 20 in the city. but generally upper teens in most of our metro zone. South zone lows tonight, upper teens to around 20 degrees there in Monroe and Luna Pier. West zone temperatures will be in the teens primarily here too as well. 18 in Flint, 19 in Canton and Novi, and north of M59 in our north zone. Chilliest spot with some of those lows going down to 16 in Sandusky and 16 in Marlette. So the winds won't be quite as brisk as what we saw last night, but they'll be noticeable. 40 degrees is where we're going for high temperatures tomorrow. It's an improvement over today. It will be with increasing clouds though as we get through the rest of our Saturday. Sunday looking identical as far as high temperatures go, but look at this. 50s come back into play starting Wednesday of next week, and we continue ramping up through Friday. So everything we see as far as precipitation goes next week does look like it's in the form of rain. And once we get into the back half of the week, even the morning lows are going to be above freezing. So if this is too much for you, just hang on. We got you covered at the end of the week. Sandra?
All right, thank you, Ben. What happens when Eminem and Beyonce make music together? It goes viral. You're going to hear some of their new song coming up next. But up first, the story behind this video is pretty dramatic. We're going to tell you what led to a citizen's arrest, all caught on camera. And you can still make your family's best dessert recipe famous. Enter your favorite holiday recipe in the Vote for the Best Delicious Dessert contest. The winner will appear on Live in the Deep, but you do want to hurry. Time's running out. You can get more information at clickondetroit.com. We're back now with a citizen's arrest caught on camera. You see that maroon pickup truck there? It's being chased by a driver in that white SUV. The SUV's driver, Scott Marquez, heard on police scanners a man was wanted for exposing himself at 2 elementary schools in Stockton, California. So he chased the suspect, who then got out of the truck and laid down right in the street. Marquez made sure he stayed there until police got there. Minutes later, also the suspect is accused of grabbing a woman and trying to sexually assault her as well. In today's trending stories, a lot of people are talking about Eminem's newest song, and he has some superstar help too. The rapper teaming up with Beyonce for the track called Walk on Water.
I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, 'cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's. A beautiful mess, at times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess, but I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet them, but first.
Interesting pairing, right? Well, you can hear more of the song on our website, clickondetroit.com. You can look for it on the entertainment page. Eminem's new album, by the way, will be released coming up next week. So you may have heard about this. This is kind of a big deal. Amazon is getting ready to pump up its partnership with Whole Foods just in time for the holidays. The web giant will be opening pop-up stores inside Whole Food locations in a handful of states, including right here in Michigan. In fact, you'll be able to try out Amazon devices at the stores and learn more about those Prime memberships. In Metro Detroit, you'll see the Amazon pop-up inside the Whole Foods store in Rochester Hills.
You knew that was coming, didn't you?
Of course, right? Why not?
Just keep lowering those prices at Whole Foods and I'll be super happy.
Is that going to happen? I don't know.
Stuff.
I don't know. Well, some of you had the day off for Veterans Day today, but the holiday is actually tomorrow. But many restaurants are paying tribute to our American heroes with free meals or free appetizers. Our team at Click on Detroit put together an entire slideshow for you of all the places with special offers for veterans. You can find it right on our homepage. So if you plan your day right, you could possibly have free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And of course, thank you to all of our veterans and of course, all of you still serving in the military right now as well. Still ahead, first at 4, an amazing trick shot caught on camera, and wait until you see who pulls it off. You're going to want to stick around for this one. We'll be right back.
We're working on reaching out to local shelters and helping veterans get the classes that they need. We think that when the community does well, we can do well, and as much as we can, we're going to be a part of that story.
All handmade in the deed by creative, talented veterans.
Fortunately, I had people that were looking out for me.
If you know a veteran who could use a hand up, don't give him a parade, give him an opportunity.
Finally today, first at 4, you're about to see a 2-year-old doing something that many grown-ups really couldn't even pull off.
Like this one. Hopefully, his parents will be able to hang on to this for a long time. Take a look.
Oh! You did it! 2 times!
I don't think he understands what he did.
No
Little
clue.
Calvin Shannon didn't seem too impressed with what he just accomplished.
He kind of looked like he was in shock a little bit. Here's another look here in slow motion. He throws the little football into the hoop, and this isn't a one-time thing either. We're told that Calvin is so good at making those trick shots, he has his own YouTube channel.
He's going to be a famous little kid.
I love it. I got to go look him up on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us today. First at 4, we're back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition is next.